So Claude Design just dropped, and I think it's about to change the way we do design and marketing as we know it. Because just a few hours after Claude released this, I'm already seeing so many great examples of people generating designs, marketing materials, in-app interfaces with this tool. This one was made by Sama, where she generated this email marketing template with Claude Design. Peter here generated this video, and yes, Claude Design can also do video. I'll show you in a bit. And Austin here generated this newsletter template using just a few prompts and sending Claude Design a few of its photos. I've been playing around with it also myself, and I'll show you guys how I did all of these designs in a bit, but it's honestly pretty crazy just how much you can do with just this one design tool. This one is like an interactive iridescent cards webpage that you can just plaster onto your website just so that it's a bit more interactive. This whole sign-up flow for an iOS app, I was able to create with literally just one prompt. It can also do slides, so this one is a 12 slide pack where basically what I did is attach this meta ads results CSV, and it analyzed that whole Excel file and generated a couple of slides for me all in one shot. And of course, you can export this as PDF, as PowerPoint, or even send it to Canva. This newsletter template is also done in one shot. So you can see my prompt here is to just have Claude design me a monthly email newsletter for Rubrik, which is our command center app. And it did a pretty good job here, especially since this is all coming from a single prompt. So this is a really good starting point, and you can definitely fine tune this with whatever it is that you require. And as mentioned, it can do videos as well. So this one is a 15-second video, like a short motion graphic animation that you can definitely use as a sort of an end tag for any application that you want. And not only did it give me this nice animation with the branding and colors all correct, it also gave me two options of that actually, which is pretty cool. I also asked it to create a more long form 1-minute video. And this one is essentially a sprite-based animation that gives fun facts about the distance and sizes of celestial bodies. So, and again, just coming from a one-shot prompt, this is pretty impressive, especially if you have a particular use case for motion graphics animations like this. Now, in case this is the first time you've heard of this, basically today, Anthropic launched this Claude Design tool. And for you to try it out, you just need to head to claude.ai/design, although do note that you need at least a pro subscription to Anthropic in order to try this out. Now, I think what's really cool that they've done here is this concept of a design system. So if you've used Google Stitch before, this is kind of similar to their design.md concept, but I think how they approach the design systems here is a bit different and slightly more visual. So if you look at the design systems here at the top right, you can see I already have this Rubrik design system assigned as my default. And if I open that, you can see the reason why there's a consistency in the colors and in the fonts of the output that you were seeing earlier is because a lot of that is already codified in this design system. So it has knowledge of my typography preferences, like the outfit font, the different scaling of those fonts, the weighting of those letters is also included here. And of course, you have a view of the accent colors, the different SVG icons that we use, and pretty much all the brand design elements that you can think of. And you can obviously refine this as you wish. So here you can approve which ones look good. So this one looks good as well. But let's say this one needs work, then you can just thumbs that down. And you can also describe what you would prefer instead. But the point being that if you solidify and harden this design system, then it will be a really good input for you whenever you make different assets for your brand, for marketing materials, and even for user interface designs. And the way that you actually create them is pretty easy. So again, if you go to design systems and click on create new design system, you can just provide a name for your company in here. And you have a couple of options here. You can link some code over at GitHub. You can add individual fonts, logos, and assets directly to Claude Design. But I think the easiest one would be this link code from your computer, which is basically you selecting a folder in your computer with all of those design elements already built in. And at least for that Rubrik example that you saw earlier, the folder that I linked to it is this one, where you can see it has a view of our brand book over here at this PDF. And it also has this HTML file, which if I show that basically has all of the design elements that Claude Design was able to codify for us. And in case you don't have brand assets like this, I've linked a skill down below where basically if you give your Claude your website just like this one and use that skill, it will provide to you this HTML file as well as this brand book that you can just feed into Claude Design to get you started with your first design system. So that's just in the pinned comment if you need it. And once you have that design system, that actually improves the quality of the designs that Claude can make for you by quite a lot actually. Like take for example this one where you have these iridescent cards that not only contain those icons that we already have in our design system, it also includes the right fonts, it also includes the right descriptions of these agents. And the way I was able to generate them with Claude Design was quite easy actually. Because if you go back to the homepage and let's just give it a project name here and let's go with create using this high fidelity option. If you click on design system, you'll be able to choose whatever design system it is that you wish to use for this particular creation. And for that earlier example, the prompt that I use is this one where I ask it to create a monochromatic playing card displaying it on the page with a rich perspective hover effect and glow. Now to enrich this prompt further, something else that Anthropic introduced here, apart from the design system that I think is really smart, is if you go to the import button in here, you can click on grab web element. What you can do is to drag this button to your bookmarks bar. And once you have that shortcut, let's say you have a reference website where you really like a particular element, just like these iridescent cards that I was referencing from earlier. If you click on that bookmark, now you'll be able to select any particular element from this page. Let's say this one, and you can actually select a few more in here. Let's say this section over here. What that will do is just save these HTML files on your clipboard. And once you copy this and you go back to Claude Design, if you paste in now those elements, you can see those elements just got uploaded to our design files over here. And now what you have are really strong inputs. That is not only the prompt that you give it, you also have the design system, and you also have those elements that Claude can now take inspiration from. And that is pretty much what I did to achieve these results. Because after that, Claude just went ahead and planned the whole thing for me. And after a few seconds, it was able to output this design for us. Now, it's very likely that with just one shot, you might not get what it is that you want. And so something new that is available also in Claude Design is this tweaks feature. So if I turn that on, you can see I have these individual controls that are actually custom designed for this particular UI that it made for us. So it has values on iridescence where I can adjust the intensity of that, and it will increase that halo effect on that particular card. I can also increase the saturation so that if you want it a bit more colorful, that is also available. If we want it to scale a bit more, meaning become larger as we hover over them, then that is also available for us. Or if you want it to tilt a bit more, that is also something that you can adjust. And this is quite different, right? Because usually for you to adjust these things, you often need to wrestle with the model and ask it to do these things for you. But the fact that you can make these tweaks right out of the box, and Claude Design even vibe generates this whole interface for us in order for us to really tweak and adjust what it is that we want for this particular interface, is, in my view, a very good experience and is the right direction when it comes to vibe coding or vibe creating these designs. Now, at least for me, that's the one that is most impressive, and also I think is the one that is most useful when it comes to tweaking these designs. But of course, you can also make comments in here if you want. Click on edit to edit a few of the standard things like the background or the font, which is defaulted to outfit because that is what is in the design system, but you can just freely change that if in case you wish. Or if you want to increase the font size, that is also freely available for us. And the other thing that you can do is to just draw or annotate on this screen. And when you click on send, that will basically take a screenshot of this annotation and give that comment back to your model. Now, real quick, we just released the Agentic AI Masterclass for our members at RoboNuggets, which takes you from zero to mastery when working with agents. There's a link to the community in the pinned comment below. We've got founders in there who landed their first client in weeks, live build sessions where we create this stuff together, and the actual templates behind what I showed in this video. The community is also the reason these lessons get made, so see that below if that's for you. The other thing that you can experiment with Claude Design are actually animation videos, just like this one. And this is just an initial test, and for this, literally the only thing that I sent it is to create an animation to announce the rubric app. And so if you want to try creating a video yourself, what you can do is to click on this from template. And if you click on animation in here and just give this one a test project name, and let's say create from template, what that will just do is add in this animated video skill, basically, where it will instruct Claude Design to create an animated video or motion design piece for you. Another asset that I think it does reasonably well are slides. So for this one, you can see it's a full-on 12 slide pack that just summarizes meta ads results for us, along with the right graphics and charts that are all derived from one CSV file. And so here, all I did was feed it this Excel file, and you can do that simply by clicking on this attach button at the bottom. And with just this one prompt and that one Excel file, it was able to generate this 12 slide deck, which I think is pretty reasonably well made and is also quite accurate. The great thing about it is, number one, you can present this here on this screen. So you can see how this already replaces tools like Gamma or PowerPoint sometimes, or you can also export it as a PDF or as a PowerPoint file. Now, I think if you're creating slides, one feature that you may be interested about is that this whole thing, you can actually save it as a template. So that, let's say you need to automate a report like this where you're reporting on meta ads costs every month, then that is actually quite easy. You can just click on share here. And if I click on duplicate as template, you can now fill in some information on this template, presentation for meta ads results. And what you can even do if you're in a team or enterprise plan, if you publish this template, then this one will be available across your organization. And now if you go back to the Claude Design homepage, if you go to the template view here, you'll be able to select that template and start off from there. And so that's also useful if, let's say, you're creating email newsletter templates like these, you can save this as a template. Or if you want to export it and push it to a tool like Klaviyo, for example, for emailing newsletters for your Shopify store, then that is something that you can do as well. You can just click on export, export it as a standalone HTML, and import it over to Klaviyo. Now, the other thing that you can do if you are building user interfaces, let's say for mobile applications like these, a potential workflow that you may end up using is to start designing in Claude Design. But when you start to integrate all of the tools to power the engine behind your application, then what you can do is to export this and hand it off to Claude Code. So if I click on this button, it will now give you this command, which you can just copy, or you can also download this whole thing as a zip file. And when you head over to Claude Code, wherever you use it, and then that will instantly copy that prompt that not only gives your Claude Code instructions through a README file, but also includes all of that design assets that was created from Claude Design and handed off to Claude Code once you're ready to start building your application. Now, if I were to give one strong critique, I think what's holding back Claude Design now, and probably Anthropic in general, is that right now, at least for this tool, it does seem like the usage limit is severely limited. So I'm at the Claude Max plan right now, and after testing it for maybe 2 to 3 hours, I've already hit my limit, I guess, for today. It's not really clear whether this is a weekly or daily usage limit. And if I go back to Claude Code, because I was curious if this is different versus the usage limits in Claude Code, it is actually different. So I think Claude Design probably has a separate usage limit tiering. And obviously this is only a few hours after launch, so it may be a bug just like Opus 4.7 experience. But I think the sooner that Anthropic figures out how to handle all of this demand for their products, the sooner that this tool becomes this huge game changer that I think it can be for marketing and the design world. But there you go. I think that's 90% of the top features that Claude Design introduced for us. And it is pretty interesting how much it centralized all of those different applications. Like if you're using, let's say, Figma or Google Stitch or Canva or Remotion or even Gamma.app for slides, at least for us, if we can centralize all of these tooling under one plan, under one subscription, and have these easy ways to export and hand off things to Claude Code, for example, if you want to build applications, then I think that is a big win for Anthropic and for you as an agentic AI user once you get to know these tools. But there you go. Claude Design is out. Let me know what you think about it. And for sure, we'll be exploring it a bit more in future lessons. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.